All right, hey guys, good afternoon, and welcome to this afternoon's introduction to simplerstocks.com video. As usual, from here, I hop over into the premium video and go through our portfolio and some things that we're either watching and or trading. Tonight, I thought I'd kind of give you an idea of a few things that are going on there, some things that I like, have liked, been liking, continue to like, that sort of stuff, and some reasoning behind it. Start off with AT&T today. This is not really, such a fancy, exciting chart in that, it's all lower left to upper right, that kind of thing, whatever. But it is sort of blah, right? Just laissez-faire. You see it bounce around between the 32, 34, 32, 35, whatever dollar area range. What we try to do with this is pick it up on retracements back into this 32, 33 area, carry it up into the 35s, and the reason for that is largely what you're looking at here, and that is that dividend yield. It is a decent little dividend play while being a not so um, terrible looking chart, and thought I'd bring this to your attention today because here we are yet again, bid again today, up almost 2%, headed into this 35, 30-ish, yeah, we'll call it 35-ish dollar area where I would look for it once again, likely to find overhead and start pulling back again for yet the next buying opportunity. Run through a couple of the, we'll call it, healthcare, maybe biotech, pharmaceutical, healthcare, that sort of stuff. Impacts Laboratories bid today. Nice little, what I think may be developing here, as we can see, we don't know yet, but little cup and handle pattern, nice little cup coming into two deviations off the mean, which normally would have us pull back a little bit. With that, just snap a fib from the lower part of the cup up to the rim up there. Let's get a 3 to 5 period pullback into like a 382 retrace, and with that, a breach of the rim will have us targeting a measured move from the bottom of the cup to the rim right there. So bottom of the cup we'll have down around, call it 44 up to 50, maybe 50, 51. So you're looking at $6, $7 you add on to the 51 area for your ultimate target objective up there. Moving right on down the list. Allergan cannot help but like this. This is absolutely as painless as one gets. Literally just lower left to upper right. Hugs then holds the ADMA all the way up. Buying opportunity, on any pullback into 8 or 21 EMA, which would have it maybe $5, $6 cheaper, but yet that's the way I like to do things. I don't chase price. If you're not already in this, then you wait and pull it, buy it on the next pullback, and it does. It retraces back into the averages. The good neat thing about it is it generally holds the averages, so that's kind of something to like there. Moving on along here, Novavax, waiting on some FDA. I got some trials right now on a drug, waiting on some FDA information on this, but boy, this thing you can see has been a real mover. I first introduced this to the Simpler Options trade room back in November, where I did most of the stuff that I'm continuing to trade, track, advise, etc. And so had a nice little retrace. You could mark a fib on that last little move. Let's see, fib 81 back, about a half back. It's held that. It's bid again. Holding the averages. It's got trendline support down around, call it 835, 840. Overhead resistance on that downward sloping, what could be trendline there. Close above that is, retest of $10 highs up there. I'd like to see it close above 10. Can start to hit the hedge fund radar at that time. Until then, though, it really won't. Novo Nordisk, NVO. Nothing not to like here. Last time we had a play on this was down around $55. It's not been long since it's up around 58 now, so this is working out kind of well. On the I guess the subject of Novo Nordisk, and you could also look to Eli Lilly, both of which produce manufacturer diabetic treatment supplies such as insulin. Novo Nordisk is more the generic. Eli Lilly thought to be more the brand, but at the end of the day, both trying to do the same thing. And good looking chart here as well, obviously. This chart doesn't look as absolutely wonderful. Certainly doesn't look bad, but what I'm looking at here is, we've had a charge, we're consolidating. We're going to hold, I hope, this is what I'm looking for, as I'm pointing out, is to hold this 40, we'll call it 40 half to $41 level. And that being the case, I continue to like this for, I like this actually a lot higher. So we'll see. We'll see how that plays out. But I'm giving you the support level. We could target 55 and 60 on that, a lot higher. Um, let's see. Esperon Therapeutics, nothing not to like here. Back in February, this is a $50 stock when we first started trading it. Those who weren't trading it were at least watching it. And, it trades 120. It's $100 today, holds the $100 level. 110 and 120 are, next targets. So continue to like this ticker, no problems there. This is a little different now. This one, I got to tell you. But you know what? This is a medical marijuana stock. At the end of the day, though, look at what they're doing. This is a $70 stock in February, just traded $125, $27. So I continue to like this. We point it out all the time in the trade room. It's like, anybody interested? There it is. Give it 114 support and, call it upper trend line test up here for target around 135, 137. So got to continue to like that. Let's go with this one in that, and here's the thing to note about this. If if we're going to hold, at least I can show you where the support is, because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, I don't even know, 5, 6 some odd plus touches on could be trendline support, which happens to intersect with the average mean price for the last month. That support's about 15 and 3/4, 15.80 or so, something like that. With that, obviously test of previous highs, trend line up puts it 22, 23 bucks. So continue to like this one. It's in the right sector. These pharmaceuticals and biotechs are absolutely just the place to be right now. This one's something else. The software, this thing just exploded. Okay, you're not on this. It's too late. So just wait for a pullback. But there have been plenty of us who have been a part of this for a number of months now, back into February. So this one, if you're not already aware of this, then just kind of let it go. Put it on your radar for a pullback buying opportunity into, test of these previous highs back here at like 16. Don't chase it. But I know are some of you that are enjoying that. Okay, this is oncology, meds, and looks like we're holding this last retrace. Let's see. 9, 14, 3 to 14, 11. Yeah, about a half back retrace. This is good. Got this buy on it yesterday. A little bit of uptick. Sort of tight range today, though. No tight range follow through, just tight range. Look, it's holding the retrace, and with that buy signal right there, I kind of like it actually. Certainly, like I say again, in the right sector. Okay, Acorn, we've talked about it a bunch. We're really enjoying this for a while. Got surprised up here at 55 when it broke down, and it came down on volume too. I don't know if you can see the volume subgraph down there, but it came down on volume on in this little break. But you know what? You can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, some odd, 5, 6, some plus touches, trend line holding that support. Upward sloping daily chart now, holding the averages, holding the mean. I've got in mind gap up here is what I've kind of got in mind. So it takes it from, we'll call it 45 on retrace, 44 half, 45, up to the gap up here at 53 and a half. So that's kind of what I'm looking for there. Some of my absolute favorites. Most of you are going to know this, okay? But anyway, we'll just go through it real quick in case somebody's new. Bluebird Bio, how can you not like that? That thing's absolutely a screamer. Palo Alto Networks, PanW. That is probably literally one of the best looking charts I could imagine stumbling across, and or uh, being able to show you in a list of 100, 150 charts. That's a beauty right there. A lot of folks in the simple options trading room trading this one. And another that I scanned the entire S&P 100, and this is of 1 out of 100. This is number one right here for me. The entire S&P 100. This is my favorite. Gilead Sciences, and you're going to hear more and more here about this company. I do believe they've recently acquired another company that was in genetics and whatnot. These guys were um, previously really focused on hepatitis B and C treatments, and they've recently acquired another company that's going to allow them to begin developing some cancer-related, treatment drugs. And so you're going to be hearing more and more about this. I believe this is vastly, really undervalued, and that literally an intrinsic, book value on this stock is in the 175 ish area. I'll do some research on that and be able to tell you definitively tomorrow. It's like 175 or 177, so it's vastly, in my opinion, undervalued. One of my favorites, absolutely, right there. A couple more that, this is like a love-hate relationship. I really don't understand this because I really just don't enjoy shopping here. But I can't argue with their results. Does that make sense? I mean, it's like you go home, you ask, your spouse, where do you enjoy shopping? Where do you enjoy spending money? Where's a good place that, something that you really enjoy? Oh, I like Bed Bath and Beyond. I just feel good when I leave there, and I've shopped and I've spent some money, but I feel good about it and I enjoy it. That's not the feeling I get when I leave a Dollar General or a Dollar Tree store. But at the end of the day, it's a love-hate thing. I talk about it all the time in the trade room. I'm like, at the end of the day, guys, I mean, it makes money, so we like it, and we treat this as a buy the dips opportunity pretty often. That's Dollar General DG. The other is Dollar Tree, and it's the same thing. It's a buy the dip type of an opportunity. Obviously, they make money. That it's got a daily squeeze too. That daily squeeze fires along. That could really turn into something. I got a buy signal about yesterday on it, and it's got obviously follow through of almost 2% today. So not such a bad gig there either. Obviously, target's going to be test of recent highs up here at like 84.5. So, all right, that's it for this free video. I'm gonna hop over into the premium and try to give those guys some good stuff to work with. So I'm gonna leave you with this. You guys, good trading, nice evening. Be with you again at the next update. Good night.